Hey everyone, what is going on? It's Voodoo51292 here. Welcome to this week's weekly ritual. It is Sunday, April 6th of 2014, so it's the first ritual I'm doing in April of this year. Year's moving by pretty quick, things are happening, and I am coming off one of the busiest weeks on my channel in a very long time, which I'm excited about. Um, right after I made a video last week saying that this week probably would be very slow, but if you're a fan of my channel, you probably realize that that's kind of commonplace now. But however I say the week is going to be, it usually turns out the direct opposite. That's just because my time is so hard to judge. It's difficult to determine when I'm going to have time to do stuff, when I'm not. That's why the best I can do is give you plans for a week, what I'd like to do, and then just let it play out and see if it actually happens. But luckily, I was able to get a good chunk of stuff done this week. And it all started off on earlier this week. I was able to complete the new game that I was playing, which was Infamous Second Son. I beat the game. I did a good chunk of the side content in the game. I freed up all the districts. I did a lot of the side missions, not every single one, but most of them. Obviously beat it and uploaded all that to YouTube. And then I reviewed the game. I did my Voodoo's verdict of Infamous Second Son and put that up on YouTube. So I got that game done very quickly, and I was excited about being able to finish it. So then it was the middle of the week, and I said, well, that's basically it for me for new games until the end of May. There's really nothing new coming out that I'm interested in playing until that time at the end of May, when there's like 2 or 3 weeks where there's 3 games coming out that I'm interested at least in taking a look at. Wolfenstein: The New Order, then of course Watch Dogs, which is the big one, and then in June, early part of June, there's a game called Murdered Soul Suspect, which looks interesting. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but it's an interesting looking game. So until then, there's really nothing new coming out that I'm interested in playing, at least. And so I said, what am I going to do for content until then? Because that's a long time away. And I said, well, obviously I can finish the Fallout 3 DLCs. I'm right in the middle of Point Lookout right now. I can finish that up and then play Mothership Zeta and Broken Steel. But if I do that, it's probably not going to take me a very long time to finish those DLCs. And honestly, that's only something a couple people are even interested in. So I said, I need another game. Full game that I can start doing a playthrough of until then. So I went out and I picked up a game that I've been wanting to try out and play for a while now. It was a game that I know is going to keep me very busy until that point, and I'll still probably not be finished with the game. And it's a game I figured that everyone would really enjoy. So I went out and I picked up Dark Souls. And I picked this game up on Thursday. I came home, filmed a special playthrough announcement video where I announced that I'd be playing the game, and then, that's really dusty, and then I hopped on and started playing it. Now, originally, as I said, I was planning on going home this weekend, because I hadn't been home in 2 weeks, and normally that's when I go home, is every 2 weeks, and as you know, I normally don't bring home recording equipment with me when I go home to record games, so that was my plan. I was actually packed up, I was on the way home, and just before I got on the interstate to head home, my car started having problems. So I pulled over into a parking lot off the side of the road, turned my car on and off, and basically wound up with having the check engine light on and a warning come up for the electronic system in the car. And it was driving strange. It wasn't like shifting properly, so I called the Mazda place, the dealership where I bought the car, and the lady there said that when that happens, it may or may not be safe to drive the car, and if it's driving weird, you probably shouldn't drive it. So you need to call and have it towed. So I spent my Friday afternoon sitting in a parking lot for 2 hours waiting for the tow truck to come and take my car away to the shop. Luckily, my friend was nice enough to come and wait with me while the tow truck came, and then he had to go to dinner, so my other friend came and picked me up, took me to the grocery so I could buy a bunch of food so I'd have here in the house, since I don't have a car right now to go out and get food when I want it. So I was able to go get a bunch of food. I'm set on that, and my car is in the shop. So obviously, because of that, I had no way to get home. So I wound up just staying here again for another weekend, and I'll be going home all of next week because I'm off. So the good thing about all of it was that the car's still under warranty because it's not even a year and a half old yet. It's still under warranty, so they came, the Mazda dealership up here provided I guess they work with a tow company up here. They came out, did the tow for free, and they took it to a Mazda place up here, and they're gonna work on it, do the service for free, because it's under warranty. So I just haven't heard anything about the car because it was towed in on a Friday evening, and they're not even going to look at my car until tomorrow at the earliest. So hopefully tomorrow I get a call about the car, and I can get some kind of estimation on how long it's going to take them to fix it and how long I'll be without a car, which sucks because it's one of those things you take for granted. You know, you always have your car there, freedom of mobility, you can go whenever you want, wherever you want, whenever you need to, and then it's one of those things that you take for granted. When it's taken away from you, you feel naked almost, like you just feel trapped. You can't go anywhere on your own. You have to get a ride or whatever, and that's kind of how I feel right now. I don't have a car, so I can't just go wherever I want whenever I need to. I'd have to get a ride and all this, and I'm going to have to take the bus this week from my apartment to get to class because I can't drive there, so it kind of sucks. But it's one of those things that happens, and you know, life goes on. So the whole point is that I stayed up here this weekend, and so I basically just played a bunch more Dark Souls. I've been playing a lot of it and uploading it, and the people seem to be really interested in the playthrough. Part 1, I uploaded it on Thursday. It's Sunday now, and the part has over 85 views already, which for my gameplay is highly impressive because my gameplay usually doesn't garner that much attention or views, but this obviously did. It seems like I've had consistent viewership from the parts I've been uploading, and people are enjoying it. I've been getting comments, I've been receiving some private messages on YouTube giving me tips on how to play the game and everything, and I love it. You know, keep all that stuff coming. I'm really enjoying it. Having people show interest, having people send me tips on how to play without really spoiling too much, and it's been fun. So overall right now with the game, I am enjoying it. Obviously I've been playing it a lot. It's addicting to play. I've been enjoying it for the most part. For right now though, I am kind of stuck. I'm stuck at the entrance getting into Blighttown, and for any of you who have played the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just got to Blighttown, and I'm having trouble getting past the entrance because there's these big dudes that can knock you right off the ledge for an instant death. I keep getting, when I get by them, I quickly get toxic poisoning, which is killing me very quickly. So I had to kind of take a break from it last night because it was getting frustrating and pissing me off. But you know, I'll get back to it very soon, probably in a day or two, and continue to try to fight my way through Blighttown. But no, for the most part, you know, it's been fun. It's been challenging, of course. There's no doubt about that. But it has been fun, and I've been enjoying, you know, getting my ass handed to me and then getting better and learning and progressing. For each of the videos, I've been adding a title to try to make it a little bit more fun and interesting, so you kind of know what to expect in each video. If I've fought a boss or a mini boss, I put that in the title of the video and stuff like that. I have a running death counter going on in the description of the video, where at the end of each video I put the total number of deaths I have so far in the playthrough in the description, so you know how many total deaths, or how many total times I've died in the whole playthrough at the end of each video. It's just been fun. It's been a fun playthrough for me so far, and that's what I've been doing. So, looking forward on my channel, again, since I'm not playing anything new till the end of May, the gameplay is going to consist of Dark Souls. I mean, that's what I'm going to be playing for a good long time now. So, if you're enjoying the Dark Souls playthrough, which it seems a good amount of people are, good for you, because there's going to be a lot more Dark Souls coming. If you don't enjoy Dark Souls, like one particular person who decided to let me know on part 1 of my playthrough that he was unhappy with me playing this quote piece of crap, sorry, but that's what I'm going to be playing for a good amount of time. So, you know, I've been doing videos since January of 2011. I'm nearing 4,000 uploads. So if you don't like Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure there's probably another game that I've played out there that you haven't seen me do a playthrough of, so you can go check that stuff out. If I need a break from Dark Souls, if it's pissing me off or it's just been too much, I may go back and do some of the Fallout 3 DLC just to get some variety in there at some point before the end of May. But I'll be playing the game. And if I beat it before the end of May, great. If I don't, I'm going to be putting Dark Souls on hiatus if I'm not done when those new games come out at the end of May, because the new games will take precedence. But you know, if I obviously beat the game, then there's nothing else for me to do with it. So that's pretty much what's going to be going on. So this week I do have class again. I have a paper I actually have to write for tomorrow, 4 to 5 page paper, double spaced, that has yet to be begun, because that's just how I work. I've talked about this before, how I work best at the last minute. It's just how I do. So I got to start that and write most of it tonight. It's not due till 6 o'clock p.m., 6 p.m. tomorrow night, so I have some time to get it done. It's not anything that's really complicated. It's for my bioethics course, so I just have to find an issue, a bioethical issue that I want to talk about, and find some sources and write, a paper just kind of talking about the issue. It's not a big deal. It's just like with anything else. I just have to force myself to actually start writing it. That's the toughest part of any paper or assignment, is just making yourself start. And then once you start, you kind of get in a groove and write it. So I have that paper due tomorrow. I have a much more complicated, more pain in the ass paper that's due on Friday. It's my final report from my lab, and those papers just suck to write. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just sucks. That's due on Friday. Other than that, there's nothing else going on for me this week besides class. And yeah, so Dark Souls will basically just continue this week. And then the week after, so not this week but next week, I've got spring break. So I'm off all of next week, which is, the week leading up until Easter. I am going to be home, but I'm going to be, whenever I do these videos, for some reason I start stuttering at some point. And I don't stutter, so it's weird. I'm going to be bringing home my recording equipment next week to record, because I'll be there for a whole week. So I'll have a whole week off. I'm going to be playing more Dark Souls. I need this week off. I'm looking forward to having a break from school. It's much needed at this point. And then when I come back from spring break, I have 2 more weeks of class and then final exams. And I am out of here as an undergraduate. I'm done. So, last point I'm going to bring up again. I said I was going to mention this in every weekly ritual till that day. That's true. Packing for Home. The final ever episodes of Packing for Home will be happening in May. First week of May during finals week. I don't have the exact date for you. Let me look at the calendar and see. I did decide what day I think I'm going to be doing it on. I'll let you know if it changes, but right now I'm planning, not Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Friday, May 9th is the date that I believe that's happening. So it's a Friday night. People should be off. I'm going to be doing a live stream of it because it is the final episode. It's going to be very long compared to the other ones because, like I said, I have to move everything out of my apartment because I'm moving out of this apartment for good. I'm never coming back. I'm moving back home permanently. So I'm going to be packing up all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be live streaming it. I want to have people come out to it, interact with me, enjoy it, and basically just have fun. And so that's going to be happening the night of May the 9th. I don't have a time yet for when I'm going to do it. I'll set the time much closer to that day. But that's the day that it's going to be going down. I'm going to be streaming it on my Ustream channel, which I'll provide the link to as we get closer, and that's the deal. So just keep it in mind, Friday night, May the 9th, big live stream of my final ever episode of Packing for Home. I hope everybody comes out, or at least some people come out and enjoy it with me live and interact with me and ask questions that I can answer live and interact with you guys. It should be a lot of fun. So that's what's coming up, alright? So again, this week, more Dark Souls. More Dark Souls all the way up until I beat it, or the new games come out at the end of May, whatever comes first. That's going to be the main gameplay, and I hope that you guys are enjoying that, and then that's pretty much what it's going to be without much variation for a while. But that's just how it is. There's not a lot of new game releases in the early part of this year. And it certainly won't be during the summer either. So the summer probably will be me playing Dark Souls 2. But we'll see how it goes. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm Voodoo. Have a good one, and hope you're enjoying the Dark Souls stuff. There's much more to come this week and beyond. So thank you, and I'll see you guys shortly. So until then, peace out, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.